Former President Goodluck Jonathan has now explained why he returned to Nigeria on board an Ivorian aircraft following the recent political unrest in Guinea-Bissau. The former president says President Bola Tinubu had also prepared to dispatch a jet before Cote d'Ivoire secured an earlier landing permit. Former president, who was in the country as head of the West African Elders Forum election observation mission, explained that he felt compelled to speak and to thank Nigerians for the show of empathy and encouragement after the incident. According to him, both President Tinubu and Cote d'Ivoire's President Alassane Ouattara made arrangements to evacuate him and his delegation from Bissau. But the Ivorian team secured landing clearance first due to what he described as stronger regional links.
To thank my president, President Tinubu, and the Ivorian president, President Ouattara. Both presidents were to send aircrafts to lift us, but somehow, Cote d'Ivoire is closer to Guinea-Bissau, and there's always some relationship between Francophone countries and the Lusophones or among the Francophone. They were able to penetrate their system to get landing permit first before Nigeria could do that. So the Ivorian aircraft was already on their way to pick us. So when we learned about the Nigerian aircraft about leaving, we asked them not to bother. And that is why, if you see the pictures, I was brought by an Ivorian aircraft. So we thank the two presidents, President Ouattara and President Tinubu, and indeed thank Nigerians, young and old, for that. During the meeting of all heads of observation missions, and they gave accounts of, all the observers gave their account. Nobody gave something different. The elections were peaceful. Counting of results at the polling units peacefully done. The conduct of the electoral officials, the security, the party agents, the voters. It was a good election, and one expected the result to be announced. Then while they were collating the results, then they are finished collating results. Results are for presidential election are collated at different levels. Right. The 9 regions, results were ready. So they were collating them at the capital. And when they were almost through, and we were all waiting for the result to be announced, then Mbello announced that there's a coup. For want of better word, I would say maybe it was a ceremonial coup. Because for two things, it is the president, President Mbello, that announced the coup. Before later, a military man came up to address the world that they were in charge of everywhere. Then Mbello has already announced the coup, which is strange. Not only announcing the coup, but Mbello, while the coup took place, was using his phone and addressing media organizations across the world that he has been arrested. I'm a Nigerian close to 70, and I know how they keep heads of state when a coup takes place.